This is AV SuperFriends Off the Rails, an almost regularly scheduled open discussion on audio and video in higher education. We'll sound off about our most brilliant ideas, our dumbest mistakes, and everything in between. And because this conversation will almost certainly go off the rails at some point, we'll end up covering just about everything else. And now, the AV SuperFriends. For October 3rd, 2025, it's the best sounding and most pumpkin spiced podcast in higher ed. This is the AV SuperFriends Off the Rails, episode number 124. I may have used pumpkin spice already once. I can't remember.
But I never have enough this time of year.
It's this time. It's that time of year. We can you can have every week. Broadcasting live from my basement studio to your ear holes. We've got coffee in one hand, patch cables in the other, and just enough caffeine to make it through the show. And hey, folks, big news coming up. We, the AV SuperFriends, well, some of us anyway, are heading to North Carolina for the ETC conference to visit with other higher ed AV and IT pros, to swap tales about projectors, to argue about network topologies. We'll do a little trick-or-treating with some vendor swag bags. It'll be great. And more on ETC in just a few minutes here. So buckle up, crank the dial, and stick with us, because whether you're on your commute, you're hiding from your boss, or you're just looking for an excuse to ignore your inbox, we've got you covered, and you're tuned in for another Friday afternoon podcast adventure with the AV SuperFriends. And let's say hello to that panel of AV SuperFriends. A couple of special guests with us here again with this one. Our first panelist oversees the evolving art of hiding wires that inevitably seem to reappear. He's a director of adaptive cable management from Kansas City. Say hello to Mr. Jamie Reinhardt.
The secret? Electrical tape and bungee cords.
Bungee cords.
Nice. Interesting. Bungee? Yeah, I haven't thought about bungee cords. Pro tip.
Our next panelist approves all the temporary VLANs that mysteriously somehow become permanent. He's the manager of provisional network exceptions from Corvallis, Oregon. Say hello to Mr. Mark Kolozinski.
Island of 192, archipelago of 192s and 169s and all that stuff.
It's all 192.
It's all, just let it ride.
I just
Temporarily.
14 dot something.
14 dot, yeah, just make them all up.
10 things.
Yeah, we make it look like a real IP, but that's not.
Our next panelist specializes in solutions that are almost cloud-based, but still seem to sit in a campus IT closet. He's a cloud-adjacent systems engineer from Greensboro, North Carolina. Say hello to Mr. Larry Darling.
Yep, it's all fog-based AV here. Everything is fogged.
Fog? Like sort of cloudish?
Sort of cloudish. Local clouds.
Local clouds.
Down to earth clouds.
Our next panelist is charged with ensuring that no pixel is ever harmed by evil compression. He's a vice president of uncompressed video initiatives from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Say hello to Mr. Justin Rexing.
We're doing a little compression. We're doing components, so.
All component?
All component here.
Rolling back to composite.
A little bit of compression. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Skimming it off the top.
And our first special guest panelist fights the eternal war against feedback and reverberation. He's a senior echo cancellation strategist from Raleigh, North Carolina. Say hello to Mr. Brandon Pope.
Bringing the Eastern North Carolina vinegar-based vibes here.
Oh my God.
Don't start the barbecue
Vinegar-based.
fight already.
Man, I got the time to get into this.
It's
my
gone.
God.
It's going to get ugly.
I'm a convert. I agree now.
No! You guys are both gone. Go have your rotten apple juice on your own.
And our other special guest panelist ensures that every device on campus is running a different version of firmware somehow, but yet still calls it standardization. He's a director of firmware alignment from South Bend, Indiana. Say hello to Mr. Tim Chicos.
Hello, thanks for having me.
All right, let's get this out of here.
It's impressive if you can keep everything on a different firmware.
Yes.
And keep compatibility. I mean, kudos.
It's not hard. You just don't go back and update, and then you buy a new, and then
Just never check.
and then you.
But if you're intentionally making sure everything is on different firmware, you are.
That does take some work.
That is a skill, yeah.
So on today's show, we're going to discuss the aforementioned 2025 ETC conference that Brandon is single-handedly hosting, with no help from anybody.
Especially Tim. Tim's not helping at all.
And we're going to continue our weekly rivalry series, but first, a little bit of housekeeping. If you're catching this later as recorded MP3, we do stream live on Fridays at about 3:15 Eastern, 12:15 Pacific, or whenever we get together and finally light the candle. You can join us live on Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And if you can't make it live, that's fine. Please stay connected with us on the socials, Twitter, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, YouTube, all that fun stuff. Please do us a favor, share the show, tell your friends, coworkers, enemies, random strangers, or anyone else who might enjoy or suffer through a few dozen episodes. If you want to stand in the way, arms akimbo, and refuse to let anybody leave the elevator until they subscribed, we support you. If you want to support the show, please think about donations. They're always welcome and help to keep us delivering the kind of content that you love or that you love to hate. You can find that donation link in the show notes or on our website. We do want to hear from you. If you have a topic you want us to cover, please shoot us an email at mailbag@AVSuperFriends or drop a comment on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Blue Sky, etc. And finally, wherever you're listening, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever platform you happen to be listening to this on, please don't forget to leave a rating and review. That forces it to get bumped up in the algorithms, which means more people get exposed to this nonsense. And your feedback helps to keep us growing and reach more listeners who then write angry emails to me about things.
Yes.
And that's great. That's the only reason I do this.
Yes. Feedback.
All right.
I didn't know
Honest
they were.
feedback.
I didn't know they were angry.
Somewhere.
They're all angry.
Well,
Why wouldn't they be?
I'm the one usually writing them.
It's usually coming from Jamie. So, all right. With that said, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the news, and we're going to debut a brand new commercial right now.
Tired of smart displays that think they know better than you? Sick of constant firmware updates, surprise app crashes, and pop-ups begging you to log into someone else's cloud service? Introducing the world's dumbest displays. That's right, our new line of LCD and DV LED panels are so dumb they don't even know what Wi-Fi is. No operating system, no streaming apps, no wireless casting, not even any tiny, tinny speakers. Just pixels that shine all day and nothing else. Hook up a laptop with HDMI and boom, instant presentation. Just like the good old days. No bloat, no nags, no whoops, Teams needs an update. They're so dumb, they'll disable those features on your other gear and make your entire AV system act like it's 2007 again. And that's just glorious. Dumb displays, because sometimes the smartest thing is going dumb. By Independent Amalgamated.
Hey, that's new. Where can I buy that? That's
It's a software key. You have to put it in,
It just bricks
But
the
it can't-
and then it
Android.
takes away all the
can't-
smart stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
It's amazing.
so it's a firmware update.
Yeah. Would
It's
you
the
pay
Aether
more as
killer.
a service to have that? If you didn't pay it,
Yeah.
all of a sudden they become smart and then go to hell.
It's a license fee. Don't worry about it.
It's a QSYS thing. Yeah. It's one of the
Yeah,
keys.
it's like-
They'll send it to you.
I was gonna say,
It's called entitlement.
call your
gentlemen. It's
QSYS
an
rep.
entitlement.
They'll entitle you to a dumb display.
No one remembers that Extron started doing that first with their link licenses.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right.
Well, that kind of takes the fun
Now
out
you've
of
waited
it.
for it all week because we all want to hear Justin sing along. Time for the news.
Do. Yeah.
Today's news story comes to us from Reuters,
Preface
which
it.
Larry will share out with
Oh,
everybody.
that's pretty official.
This is official news.
This is real. Yeah. This
This is real, legit news coming from the Reuters news agency. Apple halts Vision Pro overhaul to focus on AI glasses.
We didn't see that coming. Shocker.
So, if you recall, and the only reason we bring it up is because I think it was 2 years ago, Apple announced these
Yes.
their version of VR glasses, but they're like $4,000 because it's pitched as like a dev kit. It's
Yeah,
like
development.
these aren't for you; these are for future application development. So we're just going to release the hardware, and then we'll see what comes of it. But then you find out it's got like a 20-minute battery life on it, and you're tethered with a cable that falls off because it's magnetic. And fine, but it didn't change the world. No one seemed to really care, and after 2 years, they're like, you know what? We're just gonna stop.
Now, have you met anybody who actually uses these?
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, people I know who have them and use them love them.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the greatest thing in the world. There's just not enough people who use them. Like they're all like, oh, I can have like infinite desktop, and it's like, let me sit back in my chair and have everything. Cool.
For $4,000,
Have that
better.
kind of luxury. Yeah.
Good story, bro.
Yeah. It's like
I mean,
love
but
to,
why,
yeah.
why is that useful to them? Like, why do they need so many pixels in front of their face? Like,
It's infinite desktop. Justin.
But why? Like what?
Forever. I can watch a movie and be completely surrounded by the movie. And then
Nothing's forever, Mark.
I've heard it so they can be on a plane and have the desktop around. But I always like, okay, if you're sitting next to me with that, your desktop's in my airspace. Like I want that.
That's my digital domain, sir. Get your
I
balls out of
would
here.
put my main desktop wherever sit next to me, so just the whole time I'm going.
Swiping over here. Whatever. Now, have you seen those clever videos of the guys who used it for like the cable pulling inside the wall? That was a cool use case for folks who would like put the tag on, put the cable on the wall, and that was it.
So we've got one.
We got one.
We found one use.
When he would put the tag on, put the cable on the wall, and you could see through the walls and overlay, and it was like, there it is.
That's cool.
I love it. Like that was the augmented reality we wanted to see.
But you know how many other applications can do that? Like a lot.
None.
Like
Justin.
probably more than
you
100.
have to have these $4,000 goggles to do it.
Oh, don't. No.
So I think, and I'm sure we have people listening who have these or have used them or they have them at their school or whatever and they use them. That's fine. I think this is great. I think this as a development platform, like you said, Mark, this was it was a home AV installer came up with this
technology.
Yes, it's very much aspirational. This is a cool thing. We can build towards it. This is a useful utility, and everyone's going to have something like this, not these. They're going to have something like this in their regular glasses or whatever 10 years from now sort of thing. And there's many of those out there already, but they're not quite to that point. That's fine. These things need to exist. I think Apple's mistake was coming from Apple. They have to make fanfare about it. And B, even though they priced it as a development kit, they pitched it as a consumer device. And I think that was a major mistake. And that's why I think they are going to get flack and should get nothing but flack for that misstep.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't help. They looked like full-on like ski goggles.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I, for one, am excited because I hear they're using the same headband for the new glasses.
Ooh,
to keep it on your
headband.
face. Yeah,
That'll
that
last
giant battery
Smart
headband. They're going to put it on the new smart glasses.
It's gonna be nice.
So the band will be bigger than the glasses.
Well, keep it on your
But
face.
will it increase their bandwidth?
Oh, that was a terrible joke, Mark.
That was.
I'm taking the points for it. I don't care.
I'm going to give them to you because I find
3.
humor in. I found humor in that. I feel like I set you up for that. Here's the T. Knock it out.
I'll give you the assist. You want a quarter point? I'll give you a quarter point.
There you go.
Put it on your stat. Put it on the
You guys
card,
can't
man.
trade points.
But I think what Chris said is the important part of all of this is
Write it down.
Right now there are multiple manufacturers out there who are developing those AI glasses we had talked about two years ago, the Ray-Bans, a couple others. And I think in the next year, that's going to be really transformational.
Yeah, I mean, Meta has them. Mark, what was that one we were talking about the other day that
Even
that does
realities.
there's all these other ones. They're more and more. They're looking like regular glasses. Kudos to them. What's the snap, chimps? What's the name of that other
Chimps.
service?
What?
The service that does the secret. I don't know what it's called. It's just Snap, right?
The secret glasses recordings?
Snapchat. There, I had to look it up.
Snapchat. Okay, we got there.
I got close.
Shit.
Okay.
Snip chimps. I was whatever. But they have a set.
Simple
So
chimps.
there's like 8 or 10 of these on the market that are the more AR style glasses, which I think is the future. So when you take the power of one of the giant ski goggle sets that Meta and Oculus and all these people make, and you wedge that into the little ones that don't look like that and can get you through most of a day.
And can
Now
help
we're
you
on
cheat on tests. It's all
Well,
good.
yeah, exactly. So yeah,
It's
the ones
not
that like
cheating.
no, it's assisted
It's
test taking.
using
It's
your
different.
resources.
But I think you have these kind of different camps, right? There's, do I need a desktop experience? Yes or no? Am I trying to create another immersive environment?
Only on
that's not-
airplanes.
Whatever. I mean, yeah, if I'm trying to disrupt the person next to me, cool, go for it. And then there's the app-based approach. Let's give you the data or whatever it may be, and only that, right, as an overlay. And I think that's the more like prevailing use case that we're going to see just in society at large. It's like even realities. We look at those. Those are not giving you this desktop experience. You're just getting like the text overlay or like the direction overlay. And it's useful because it's actually more accessible for folks versus like, let me see through this desktop and put a camera on here and all this other shit. Like, you just need the data stream. Like that's what you're trying to get. So what's the most efficient way to go about doing that?
My
It's
Buick
not get all
has that
ski
on its
goggled up. It's
windshield.
just, yeah, exactly. Right. And like that heads up
You
thing
wear your
with the
Buick's
data
windshield?
is what you want.
Yeah. Like
Potentially.
a Buick that's 3 years old has that. I mean, why can't
Yeah.
we?
Technically, Buicks from the 80s had that. So
Probably.
So
Hey,
you know,
Buick-
that
Buick's
simple projection onto the inside of your screen just to give you access to that additional data field.
It's just a projector that sucks.
That's all we
'cause
need,
You gotta carry that shit around.
it'll wear it behind your head. They never show that.
You didn't have to use like a 10K projector, Jamie. You could just there was other ways to go about it.
Dang it.
All right, so we'll see where this goes. I think in general, I think we would say that we are cautiously optimistic for this type of technology. Everyone coming out and thinking it's the thing now, and we're going to go buy thousands of these for our campuses is not happening.
Do you want to take a victory lap here, Chris? I will give you the floor to take a victory lap right now. You've earned it.
That was the whole purpose of this
Industrial
segment.
strength night vision goggles.
I'll just keep running on my drops.
Goggles on, please.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
It's been a while since we've had those drops. Like it's just.
It's been a minute.
So you're saying goggles haven't been a topic of discussion on the show?
We could go to
Because
Spain together,
nobody
Chris,
uses
if you want
them.
to put them on.
Somebody uses them.
Go to Spain.
6 people.
All right,
Anyway.
well, we'll see what Apple comes up with, or Meta, or Facebook, not Facebook, Google, or somebody.
Snip
next
chimps
year.
is what you had us
Snip
believing.
chimps. Instacams. Tickety talks. Where's the TikTok goggles?
We don't want those.
Yes, you do. They scroll continuously.
Now,
Can't stop them.
now they're government owned.
Even better. Then they stop and show you propaganda, and then they can scroll again. Anyway. All
Isn't
right.
that what all this is? I mean, I don't know.
This is all government propaganda according to our checks. So
Wait, there's checks?
It is. I don't want to be
I'm
involved with
cashing
that.
all your checks, guys, and that's how this works. I'm holding that in abeyance for when you all turn 95.
Little did you know, I'm the CFO.
We know.
Chief Fishing Officer. All right, let's take another quick break. We're going to come back and talk about the ETC conference and all the fun stuff going on there. The AV SuperFriends are sponsored by Computer Comforts Incorporated. CCI has been building tech furniture for the education market since 1987. Instructor lecterns, computer lab tables, collaborative tables, and active learning clusters are just a few of the many innovative products made by CCI. Speaking of lecterns, Computer Comforts has just released Evolve. If you're looking to future-proof your classroom, Evolve is the Swiss Army knife of lecterns. Seriously, this flexible lectern does it all. Not only is Evolve sit to stand and ADA compliant, it's also packed with tech-friendly features. And the best part, it ships fully assembled and ready for action. Check out the 90-second video to see all the options. Visit computercomforts.com/evolve. They did just recently update that they're now no longer shipping them fully at full height, fully assembled. They now shrink them down, so they cost.
Hey, I moved.
But are they ready
Go
for
ahead
action?
and lower it.
Everybody moved around.
All right, that Jamie's
I
sneaking
did.
stuff around in the background.
Keeping us
I
guessing.
moved all of you folks that are doing ETC to the top because you guys are awesome.
This is your
Yes.
conversation. We're just going to be
The
Welcome to
bottom
the
three
peanut
down here,
gallery.
we're pretty much useless in this conversation. So let's
I'm
get
leaving the
after it.
state, so it's up to y'all.
Larry's like, he's on.
Larry lives
Larry's
10
like,
minutes
bringing
away.
all
He's
these
not
people in, I'm out. See ya.
Larry's never here.
So, ETC 2025 being hosted by a little school in Raleigh, NC State. So, Brandon, thanks for being here. And Tim, also highly engaged in putting this thing together. As Jamie just mentioned, Justin and I will be there presenting. I think we're all looking forward. It's one of our favorite conferences of the year. Justin, I think you are there.
Well, I don't know yet. I mean,
This is
maybe
your first time, right?
It's my first. I haven't been there, so I don't know.
It
if
is
it's
one of
favorite.
my favorite conferences,
Okay.
and I'm happy to speak for Justin to say it's also one
I
of
was gonna
his
say,
favorite
it's-
conferences. So,
You're just patting
It's
the
probably going to
sword.
be up there. Just
so
guessing.
up there?
Brandon, what do you guys have planned for us? What's going on in Raleigh? What are we looking forward to?
Well, we do have on campus here an ETC committee that has been diligently working for well over a year, probably closer to 2 years, as a matter of fact, to get not only some interesting venues and things around Raleigh for people to check out, but making sure we get from place to place smoothly, and just really get a chance to show off NC State and Raleigh, and we would want to be welcoming host, and we're really looking forward to having everyone here. Sean and I, who many of you know, are doing a presentation as well. So we're looking forward to that coming up on Wednesday morning. And I'm sure Tim can probably speak a little bit more about what's been going on at the committee level, getting this event ready to roll. But we're just really looking forward to showing off NC State and the Triangle area.
So, Brandon, I have one really important question before we really get started.
All right.
Before anybody.
Is this about barbecue again?
No, we're gonna get in that fight later.
We already started that fight before we got through the intro.
Man.
We're gonna revisit that later. Would you say, in your opinion, that this is going to be way better than what Peterson is doing over at Iowa State?
Oh, good Lord.
I'm just throwing shade on Mike. He's not here yet.
Mike's
He's going to call in a minute.
Fantastic conference last year.
They did. I'm giving him a hard time. So, but I'm also giving you the props, man. Like, are you going to take this to the next level? Because,
I think everyone in this field is a little naturally competitive and always looking for an edge.
There we
go.
So,
much like Justin, last year was my first ETC. Mm-hmm. So, which is now one of my favorite conferences. So it's my personal goal that if it's not Justin's favorite conference, I'm going to take it personally.
Oh my God, that's a lot of pressure.
We're going to have the conference wars. I can see it's coming up soon.
Well, that's what I'm trying to start.
Yeah, I'm trying to start because
I'm waiting for the text
NW
from Mike
versus anybody else, and I mean we'll go for it. I mean, so
I'm waiting
anyway,
for
this
Mike.
is ETC.
Yeah. Raul's already on the comments section, so.
Oh, is he already blasting us already?
Not yet. He's
not yet. Okay,
he's behaving for now.
Hey, I just want to clear up. I didn't have anything to do with this conference. It's all been NC State. It's all been the ETC events committee.
So when it falls apart, it's on them, and then it's only them. And
NC State has been incredible since the day they found out they were hosting. I just, Chris mentioned I was involved with making this happen, and I'm not. It's all NC State and the ETC events committee getting this done.
I will say, based on my experience with NC State, they do have their shit together. Like, I don't know if Brandon knows, but I've taught 3-day courses for, AVSF right here. Didn't mean to have this shirt on, but.
Get the shirt?
Yeah, I got a shirt. Just one of those I picked out today. But they've been in one of my classes, and it's been different people, sometimes repetitive, for 10, 11 straight years. Like, I don't know, how many AV people do you have over there? Like, just sprouting them right off trees, just everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. I've been one of those in one of those classes.
That's what I thought.
The two Justins.
Yeah,
yes,
I thought you were, and I couldn't remember. I was like, it's been a lot of NC State people.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it's just Brandon wearing different disguises.
Yeah. Right.
Neither confirm nor deny. But we have quite a few AV support teams around campus for sure. There are several departments that have their own and some have hundreds of spaces that need support of at some level. So there are definitely some teams spread out amongst campus. And what I've really been happy to see is that in the last 5 years, as you can imagine, we've collaborated much more. So a lot of those silos have been busted down, and we're able to talk and share knowledge and resources. So that's also been great.
So has that ETC committee been made up of different groups on campus, or who is part of that committee over there?
So I'll say that now I have not been part of that ETC committee on campus, but I have had a front row seat because right here in my suite, there are several members of said committee, and it's a pretty wide ranging approach. So there's a lot of people from our department, which is Delta, Digital Education, Learning Technology Applications. Hence, we just say Delta. Yes. Yep, Tony. And there's been plenty of, several other groups involved. And again, I've had a front row seat and to the work that they've been doing. And I will say that it has been nonstop, but they really have wanted to make it great.
Sorry about that. I'm hitting random buttons.
What in the world are you doing over there, Chris?
I'm hitting random buttons is what I'm doing.
Apparently. I to bring a conference to a university, just at large, takes an army of folks with a lot of patience and a lot of capability to herd all those cats and actually pull it off. It is amazing. I mean, was involved with several Northwest Mets, and we saw Raul's comment. Raul lives and dies in WMet, and just to see that from the back end of it, to watch it actually come to fruition, and with all the different people submitting, when you have just people submitting for what they're going to speak about, going through all that, choosing topics, it's such an orchestration. So I think any university that actually is capable of pulling it off and people show up and actually do it, kudos, because it takes almost infinite energy to do it the correct way. And so the fact that you have people flying across the country coming to your school to actually attend this, it's already a success.
No,
it's
cool
it's
deal.
a ton of work. Yeah, when we hosted in 2017, we actually didn't leave campus. We got hotel rooms and never even left for the 4 days.
You stayed in the hotel room the whole time?
Hey, they have some nice
Burn it out.
hotels on campus. Their hotels are amazing on campus. I stayed there once. It's great.
So is there anything specific you think can you give us a sneak peek? Like what's like something that you think is gonna be a little bit different about this conference that maybe was different from last year's or other years previously?
I'm going to say just the landscape of Raleigh, and NC State is kind of cool in that regard. So if you were at Iowa State last year, and for those who weren't, we were out cool hotel. I don't remember the name of it offhand, but they had the Iowa Stater restaurant there, and you walk outside and it's farmland, and well,
corn. Yep.
It's right there, man. I see it.
but with NC State, we've got cows about 2.5 miles from my office,
It's too bad you
and
don't
then
have to cook
but
'em.
downtown is another 400 yards away. So we have a very unique mix of country farm and urban hustle here in Raleigh.
What's the event that you are looking forward to? Like that you've been circled it and was like, okay, this is the one thing I'm going to go to for sure. Get me in there.
Dinner with friends. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what you were talking about.
No, that's fine.
No, it is.
That could
It
be.
is.
No, that's perfect.
That's
But aren't
part
you
of it.
guys going to some cool place there in town or something?
Probably so.
Or are
I
you
know
talking
that-
dinner with friends is like just 5 dudes hanging out at the corner?
Hey,
There's a lot of different groups.
The actual ETC sanctioned.
Yeah, there we go.
Dinner with friends. And
I was like, because the other one's cool too, because we always have a dinner whenever we go places. So
yeah,
But
and
yeah.
I'll shout out Raul, who was in the comments, because it was actually at Dinner with Friends last year that I learned about Northwest Met and got a chance to attend. So that's also, a place to not only
That's
hang
why it's
out
important.
and let it go, but you don't
Learn
know
new
what you
stuff.
don't know.
That's right.
But I think all of these types of conferences that you have higher education as the vertical that's being represented, I think everybody would agree that the people and the substance that's kind of really focused in those are always amazing. And it shows higher education and all the technical folks that are really involved with that. And also just the camaraderie that exists between that. Because I think we have all these different names, but every time we go to wherever it may be, everybody comes away with, and it's such an amazing part of higher education. And the people who work in technology to come together and the willingness to share, and whether it be war stories or what they're working on or whatever harebrained idea that somebody's bringing to the table, to it be an open venue to have those conversations and be welcome of feedback and how to do it. I think that's where we all really see these types of value coming to the table. That when it's part of some other larger thing, we kind of just get lost in the noise. But I think higher education, almost worldwide, we always show up, and the willingness to kind of jump in together is always amazing. And that's how I see in ETC, like just the online community, the pieces I see and that, and just the willingness for folks to come together and share. And I think that you're likely going to experience that at the event. Like people always show up ready to dig into it and ready to share. And I think that's just an amazing culture to be a part of.
So
Well, I always tell my staff that, if you go to a conference, you go to an event, you go to a trade show, whatever, if you get one or two useful things out of it, it was worth the trip. So my goal when I go to these things is always to share a bunch of nonsense to trick people that it sounds like it was good until they go back and try to implement that. And they're like, wait a minute.
Chris
This
is out there
isn't
flooding
good
his
work at
zone,
all.
man. That's all he's doing, just kind of putting it out there. I get it.
Yeah, so now that we've heard that, since everybody's going to be avoiding Chris's topics, Brandon, you said you were teaching
No
something?
one's avoiding
You had
my
a class?
topic because I have a really good title, but I'll talk about that in a minute.
So, what class are you guys putting out there?
Yeah, Sean and I are doing a presentation on kind of the evolution of our classroom support model here within Delta. We started out very specialized in distance education, and that was the original mission of our department. Going back to when Delta started in 2000, delivering courses at a distance. So media production was always a concern for, at that time, I'm going to say the SneakerNet days, maybe distributing DVDs by mail before we moved to
The old
cloud-based
satellite links.
platforms.
And
Yep, all those things. And
video cassettes in the mail. Yeah.
yep. So
thing.
now,
It's a thing, man. Yeah.
we're centralized. We support our classrooms from one location, and we're just going to talk a little bit about how we went from that point where we were SneakerNet to being in an operations center, and some cool things that allowed us to do that.
That's the exact kind of stuff that builds that culture, right? And everybody sees themselves through that journey. It's like, oh, we used to do that crazy thing, and oh, did you ever run into? And of course, we've all run into all the problems. And yes, it was always a bear to mail them out and to get it there by Tuesday, so the one person could watch it for their class. And like, so it's fun to relive those experiences and then to kind of look back and then see where we are now, and that as an industry and a vertical, that we've moved so far over such a short amount of time.
So, Brandon, to that topic, and feel free to answer with, I'm not going to tell you, you have to come to the session to find out. How long was that journey from like 100% SneakerNet and mailing stuff out and running across campus to like we have an operations center and we can address many, many things almost instantaneously?
Oh, I can speak to that here. I'll give you just enough and then hit the to be continued.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Cliffhanger.
Just a taste.
He's a podcaster already.
Oh boy.
Tune in next time to hear the next 4 days of this journey.
Yes. So Delta was founded in 2000. So the first iteration was about 12 years to a really centralized support model. And then there was phase 2, which was more technology driven to increase capacity. So and that was probably another 7 years after that. So really monumental things at 12 and 19 years.
Because I'm doing that at Wyoming, and I've been there 4 years so far, so I got 15 more years to go. We'll have it locked down.
You
All
get it right. Yeah.
I don't think that's going to make that number.
Chris or the project?
Chris.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
So, Tim, what are you going to be doing there?
Well, I'm moderating some sessions. Fortunately, we're looking for people to moderate the sessions, and for me, I got in early and I picked the sessions I wanted to go to, so that ensures those are the ones I get to go to.
You need to control them. You're like, no, we're not talking about that.
Which sessions do you need monitors for?
Please tell me they're not the ones.
Sell me this pen, Tim.
There was a spreadsheet that came out the day it came out. I filled out my name, and I haven't looked at it since.
Nice.
Okay.
So no, but I think to me the in between classes and the evenings are as valuable, if not more valuable, than the sessions.
Yeah, it's always what's going on in the hallways is always more important.
Yeah, you bump into someone you haven't seen or someone you've heard about or heard on a podcast or whatever, right? And you get a chance to talk to them in person. And there's been someone I met one day who I knew his name. I met him. He was doing a presentation with a company, a joint thing, and then we kind of got involved with the company because of that. And we may have ended up there anyway, but it sort of gave it the credibility that this is somewhere we can go because this person's using it, and they've done X and X and X over the years, and it's sort of that it feels safer.
Agreed.
They're accessible, right? You can have a conversation, and you're not being like rushed down through the hall. So I got a meeting in 15 minutes. I got 2 miles away. I got to walk there. Blah 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 blah. You can just have an authentic conversation, and then it's accessible. Then you say, oh well, there's Jimmy Joe over there. He has it too. Like he went through the same problem. And here's how he solved it. And then you just have a much more just holistic conversation versus just seeing the sights.
I like it too that when I get to go to these sort of conferences is that we're not selling each other anything.
Yeah.
I could care less what you're buying, but if we
I care a little bit.
If we've been down, but if we've been down
Running
the
a
road,
business, you don't count.
if we've been down that road, then it's nice to go. So what did trip you up, or to hear, yeah, it started out good, but it went to hell in the third year, and all of a sudden that's a reoccurring theme across the thing, and I really like it that we are able to share that. To your point, like I might go to a manufacturer that I wasn't really sold on, but they're not going to give me that inside knowledge. They're not going to tell me that, oh, watch out for this hiccup when you're setting up the systems. And I get a lot of value out of that. And also, it's just sometimes it's how do you set up your team? Like Brandon's session it's a good plan, because now it's like, okay, well, if we're making transitions like this, how did you do that? Or if you do have silos, how do you start breaking down the walls? How do you?
Good point.
And now it's unofficial. Nobody's on the record. You're not in front of people. It's not being recorded. And I really enjoy that part of the conferences. I don't get to go to very many, but when I do, that's like the sessions themselves are nice, but it's the other stuff. To Mark's, like the things in the hallway. It's while we're waiting in line at the buffet or whatever we're doing.
Chris, you mentioned you had something you were going to do there. And
Yeah, so my session.
Justin, you're kind of involved too. I only know because
I've
seen the notes.
I'm
I know
deep.
what's going on here.
I've
I'm
wrangled
deep.
Justin into it because he's going to be there. And Justin, you're going to be there wearing a different hat.
I've got examples.
And, well, I'm just saying your general attendance.
Hats?
We can do like a fishing hat, like a cowboy hat.
And so because Justin was going to
trucker
be there, I said,
hat.
great, well, we're going to wrangle him into this presentation. And so the presentation title is, which is what I was looking up here.
How not to use AI.
That's right. AV designed by AI, faster, cheaper, and possibly coming for your job. So secrets of writing.
So racy. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
secrets
That
of
sounds
writing
super
conference
scary. I didn't know I
presentations.
was signing up for that.
Start with the title and work backwards. No one believes me when I say it, but start with the title.
That's real. That's real.
Guess which one Tim's not moderating?
Yeah. If it says AI, I'm probably not going to be there.
Well, this is a good
So
question.
Tim,
though. Why?
This is
Why?
actually
Yeah.
you
This is
are
why.
the audience. So we
We want
kind of
naysayers there.
Yeah, as we've developed this presentation, we have found that there's people who are, skeptical, people who are curious, people who are all in, and it's like we want to talk about that process and some of the tools out there. And we only have 45 minutes, an hour. So
Yeah.
we obviously are going to cover everything you ever need to know to the end of time. In that amount of time, so at this point it's a taste test. Here are some things out there. Here's some things we found useful. And if you're a skeptic, Jamie has been our skeptic as we've been developing this because Jamie hates technology.
Jamie's the skeptic.
Whoa,
He
whoa,
hates
whoa.
everything.
But Jamie has been
That's
the voice
not
of the
quite
skeptic,
accurate.
saying like, "I've heard of this stuff.
hates all the
I
stuff that
understand
I
people
bring to
use it.
people."
Most people just use it to make funny cat pictures. I don't see any value." And as we've been kind of working through it, he's now to the point where he's like, "You know what? That one thing there might be useful."
optimistic.
Until Mark starts talking, and then I'm just
Until I start
when
talking about AI
when
and
Mark talks,
everybody
it's
is
like.
out.
But I'll be honest, I went into Infocom thinking, all right, I'm going to see all this BS about AI. And I came out of it going, okay, well, what I thought was going to be BS wasn't even covered. And it actually opened up my eyes to like 2 or 3 things, which is actually very useful. So just,
Now you're
you might want to, Tim, you might want to be there
All
and be a naysayer.
Yeah.
Throw tomatoes. I
We'll see.
encourage.
No, I gotta say,
You can
for
heckle,
somebody
it's
that
fine.
is not really trying to use any of the tools yet, I mean, it's on my roadmap, but I'm not in there. I'm not doing it. And when we go through the planning meetings and they're talking about how they're putting together, I'm like, damn it.
It sounds
Until
I
start
might
talking.
actually have to start, because like some of the examples Justin
The
and
examples.
Chris, some of the examples Justin and Chris have, it's kind of, that's where I might actually need to start investing some of my time into learning how the tools work, because this is a better outcome for me than write me an email that says that I'm better than Mark, right?
draw me as a cartoon.
Giblify it all. Yeah.
It has been interesting because I've never even used one of the things online, right? Well, like purposely went to ChatGPT. I haven't done it.
Purposely.
And as we're going
Just
through this,
accidentally.
I'm in there a lot, but I'm never there with a clear purpose. Yeah.
Because we talked about like some of the search
www.
engines and
ChatGPT.
crap now are using it, whatever. I mean, I on purpose go and try to do something. And I think this presentation might educate some folks like me who are interested but not. And then folks who are started into this process already and just kind of need some tips to get over the hump of, or going, because it's really good.
Yeah, let me back up just a second, I guess. But so like I told it the other day that I'm, doing the AV for a North edition of our building. It's going to open August 1st. I'm going to be doing the programming internally.
You guys are 2 months late.
And well, it's for my yearly performance review. And it generated
one of the clear use cases. Yeah.
It generated a 6-page document with dates and, when your scope should be done, when your product should be ordered, when your rack should be built. And I really just told it a bare minimum, and it made a fantastic. It's probably not something you could turn in or trust, but it's 80%, right? And as someone who doesn't doesn't type and hates making things fit on a page, it got all of that done for me.
Yeah, you're using it as a thought partner. I think that in some of the examples that Chris and Justin will kind of bring to the table, it's not just throw something at it and walk away, right? There's
we're going to show you things
people are
going
to
to
come away. Yeah, we're going to show you some failures, but we're also going to show you probably some takeaway tips and some actual real world examples you can take with you that people will be able to use it and get immediate impact. And I think that's the key, is that it's all there, and there's folks that don't even know how to jump in to even start using these kinds of tools. And I think it'll be a good primer for folks to kind of understand, here's an easy way and here's a really complex way. And we'll give you some examples to start finding efficiencies. I think at the end of the day, we need partners to help with our efficiency.
Yeah, we're not doing any of that.
That's what the snap monkeys are for.
Hey?
The snap monkeys?
To help you with efficiency,
chimps.
little partners.
Yeah.
Snap chimps.
Yep, that's the goal, man. And so
assistance with
so
snap
without
monkeys.
saying AI as an answer, I'm gonna take that one off the table here as we transition into question modes here. Is there any other topic you think is going to be some like burning thing outside of AI, or you think AI is going to just encompass everything right now for the conference?
I didn't really even, like I said, I scanned the names, I picked the things I wanted to see, and then the other things I'll work out when I get there. But I think support, like NC State's going to do, I think support's going to be a big thing.
That'd be a good one.
Because, here at Notre Dame, we've gone from, central to not central to back to central again. And
where are you at today? Where are you
they're
divided?
I would say 80%, 10%, and 10%. The law school and us here at the business school are kind of holding out. But everybody else is kind of in their own bucket.
Okay.
And you have those folks that are like, we're our own thing, but we want to do what the central says we should be doing. That way we can say that we're doing it the right way. Right?
No one wants that.
We see that. They're on their own doing their thing, but they want to do the centralized thing.
No, they're doing their own thing. They want everyone else to do it their way, and then it becomes centralized, and they didn't have to do anything.
That's one way. That's one way of doing it. Yeah. So,
it's the right way.
That's the right way to do it.
All right. Well, ETC, it's a thing, huh?
Yeah, ETC. Yep. So looking forward to that. The four of us up here on the top row, the cool row up here at the top, are all going to be there, along with
we're going to be
several hundred of our friends,
presenting, and saying stuff about things.
Saying stuff about things. That's I think that is the theme this year, right?
Yes.
Brandon, is there a theme? Is there an official theme
it at the wall?
Referencing?
Yeah.
I'm going with stuff about things.
Right. Hey, there we go.
That's royalties, buddy.
Yeah.
Tim's like, oh my God, why did I accept to be on this show? This is
what do they talk about on that? I don't know, just stuff and things.
Stuff
and things.
Yeah.
I'm in. Let's go. Book my travel.
All right. Well, if there's any last thoughts on ETC, otherwise we're gonna go talk some football. Maybe throw a little bit of shade at each other. Talk
Best
a little bit
conference
of trash.
ever. That's my expectations.
It's fantastic. I'm 12 of the last 14 years, I think I've gone.
Wow. This will be what is this one for me? 5, I think.
5,
something like that. Yeah. Great conference. Love it. Looking forward to it.
All right. Cool.
All right. Well, let's switch gears to game day. Jamie, give me that slate, and we'll run this thing for 2 minutes.
Do it.
Just for Raul, he hates these. This week finds us in South Bend, Indiana, where history, faith, and football collide under the shadow of the Golden Dome. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, an institution built on tradition and national prestige, are ready to defend their hallowed turf once again. But the Irish aren't only powered by the legends of the past. Their AV and IT teams make sure every classroom, every lecture hall, and every huddle room works as smoothly as Saturday's opening drive. From multimedia labs to high-end learning environments, Notre Dame's technology teams ensure the message is clear, on campus and on game day. But this week, those hallowed halls welcome a hungry challenger from Raleigh, the North Carolina State Wolfpack. Known for their grit, their relentless defense, and a campus culture built on innovation, NC State isn't here to play tourist. They've come to prove that the Pack runs strong, even when that road leads straight through one of college football's most iconic battlegrounds. Back home, the Wolfpack's AV and IT squads keep pace with a university that's all about engineering, science, and hands-on problem solving. From active learning spaces to collaborative labs, NC State's technology backbone reflects the same tenacity you'll see on the field. Notre Dame brings power, pride, and the weight of expectation. They carry not only tradition, but the pressure of every Saturday being a referendum on greatness. NC State counters with speed, smarts, and the kind of underdog fight that makes rivalries burn hot. Just like their AV and IT teams who thrive under pressure and innovate under fire, the Wolfpack know how to push past the limits and carve out respect. So it all comes down to this: red against gold, tradition against ambition, faith against fight, classroom to stadium. Will Notre Dame protect its sacred ground, or will NC State storm the gates of South Bend and leave their mark? This is NC State. This is Notre Dame. This is Week 7. And this is the AVSF Weekly Rivalry.
That was fantastic.
And we're out. That's the show.
Raul hates those.
That is hilarious.
I think he says it's cringeworthy.
You guys did a great job. All right, let's go.
Hey,
Yeah,
just a
we're
little
done.
fun fact. Notre Dame's in Notre Dame, Indiana, not South Bend, Indiana. We have our own post office, zip code,
Wow.
fire department, police department.
Yeah,
on,
they're
Chris. Jesus.
they're a whole city.
I'll start it again. I'll redo it right now.
Let's get to the analysts.
Yes. Let's get to the analysts.
What I love about this matchup is it's not just two great football teams, it's two great universities with AV and IT programs that set standards. Notre Dame has built a reputation for pairing tradition with cutting-edge classroom tech. They've got some of the best people in the business keeping everything connected.
And NC State is right there with them. Their AV and IT crews are fearless problem solvers, engineers who thrive on complexity and innovation. You walk their campus, and every lab, every learning space has that same precision you'll see on the Wolfpack defense tonight.
And that's why it feels like more than just a football game. Both sides have elite athletes on the field and elite AV talent off of it. It's excellence stacked against excellence.
Let's go down to the sideline.
Well, guys, down here on the field, you can feel the energy, but you can also see the hidden work that makes a university like this come alive. Notre Dame's technology teams are running the streams and the sound that connects alumni and fans worldwide. And NC State, they told me earlier today that managing a high bandwidth labs and campus-wide AV systems is their version of a fourth quarter pressure. Stay cool, stay sharp, get the job done. Let's go to kickoff. Guys, welcome to the game. I got other fans across my table here. So we are going to kick this off, and as every customary thing, we're going to do a coin flip in NC State. You're going to call it. On the head side is the commemorative AVSF logo, and on the tail side will be the goggles on please circa 2023, because it is that time of
retro.
year. It's retro. So,
Theme of the day.
yeah. Brandon, you're going to call it in the air, sir. What do you got? Go.
Tails.
It is on the ground. It is tails. So it is your choice. Do you want to get the first question? Or do you want to defer to the half?
Gonna defer to the half.
Defer to the half.
Okay.
All right. Well, that looks like we're coming to you, Tim. And let's kick it off this way. What is the one AV thing your campus does better than your rivals?
Oh, better than our rivals. Spend money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I think we put
He
put
said
a lot
the
of thought
silent thing out loud, folks. We all knew it. Now we know it.
No, I think we're really good at building stuff that people need. You know, we don't, at least in the college business, we don't just build the same classroom over and over again. We build the classrooms that are needed, and that's not something that I see on any of the other colleges really. So I think that's what I'm going to go with.
It's a fair,
Spend that
fair
cash.
answer, Jamie.
I'll give him a touchdown for that. Dude's
No,
rolling
he's-
high money. Yeah. I mean,
As
me
a
a
quick
couple-
follow-up, you can either go for 1 or 2 here. Let me know if you're going to go for a 2-point conversion or you want a single on this.
Just a single.
What's your most like recent large ticket build you've done? What's the cost?
The trading room. We just built a trading room with stock tickers, 6 by 30 foot video wall. AV budget was around $350 for a
Mill?
1,200 square feet space
Man.
with 24 computers.
Nice.
Okay, that's a point. That's
Yeah.
an extra point right there. Coming to you, NC State. What say you on this?
So better than others. I'm going to say
Oh, no. Better than him.
Better than Notre Dame.
Just better
Yeah,
than
No.
just better than Notre Dame. That's
Yeah,
what we're
yes.
focused on today.
nice. Okay.
You can take on the world another day. Just today is Notre Dame.
It's just
So okay, so we're a state institution. So I'm going to say we collaborate and evaluate new tech better because we have to save money. So bringing everybody into one space and really kicking the tires to know what will and won't, work for our people.
AV, is frugality a word? Chris, keep me honest on that. Is that what we're going with?
It is now.
Frugalivity is the word.
Frugality.
I'll
So
take
being
that.
responsible with taxpayer dollars, is that an AV approach that we're going? I'm with you.
I think it's legit.
Yeah.
so. I'm going to give him an easy touchdown too. Probably wasn't because he just came right out there and was like, you know what? Counterpunch, man. You come with the money, I'll come with the savings. Let's go.
Okay, you want
It's teeter-totter that. Yeah.
so point after, or you want to go 2-point conversion here?
You know what? NC State has that underdog middle child fight, so we're going for 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
2-pointer. All right.
Where have you saved the most money recently?
Most money recently. First thing that comes to mind is probably for many of you, if you've worked with H23. I'm sorry, H23. I'm missing a digit there. H323 infrastructure. And now that we're in this cloud-based collaboration, really getting our classrooms all integrated with our existing systems to be cloud-based platforms, hands down,
All right.
year over year.
You know, something else you could do, Brandon? This is just one suggestion, is just don't put sound in your rooms. And that'd be a big, like,
Hey,
Massive
that would-
cost savings. Massive.
that would help your budget. Like, saves on labor. It does, cable. You don't have to buy a lot of cable, things like that.
Stop
So
justifying
just a
the bar
recommendation that,
but
All
we
right,
got to buy
so-
those cans and strings.
Oh, true.
I'm really close to giving you the 2, but I need to know when the last 323 codec you took out was. When was it? If you say yesterday, you get 2.
2021.
You still rolled with him pretty late,
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
so I'll give you 2.
going 2? Oh,
I'll give him
2.
2.
Okay.
Just because he was brave enough to roll that long with 323.
Okay. Heading into the second
Probably
quarter
like
here.
that one program
but
to an
last
extension
week,
office.
guys,
Yeah.
I was like giving nothing out. So this is a good week.
You're handling it out today. I love it. So,
Two
so
strong opening drives.
after one, it was a strong opening drive. You got 8-7. Larry, we're coming to you for the next question, sir. Kicking off the top of the second here.
And Tim, I know you're the business school. You got money, and so you might not have this issue, but it can be campus wide. What's the weirdest space on campus that you've turned into a classroom?
When I was in Central IT, I was told that the one classroom was a long, skinny classroom, and I was told back when in the 1800s it was the morgue. I don't know if that's true, but a lot of the rooms had a 6-inch step over threshold to get into them, like they were keeping puddles in there. So,
Wow.
I don't know if that's true, but that's what I was told.
It's true now. You just made it true. Because you said it, so it's gospel. Let's go.
Well, I guess when your university
true.
needs
Facts.
a morgue, it's a whole different level of,
All right.
of conversation.
Were you involved in said turning into a classroom, or you just knew of this one?
It was remodeled, and we put the tech in it.
Okay.
I'll give you a 3. You got a field goal out of that one.
Right.
It's a freaking morgue. What do you want, man?
It was a rumored morgue.
Allegedly, it was a
Allegedly.
morgue that had flooded from time to time.
It was allegedly a morgue.
So, Jamie,
As illustrated.
if he had said they had to wear special booties because they were walking around in 3 inches of mysterious fluids every
morgue
day.
fluid.
Oh,
yeah.
can I change my answer, or is it too late?
We
We
would
have a
have.
review. We got a review.
Yeah, you can
Official
change your
review?
answer. If you can top morgue, we're okay.
Yeah, it's got to be a different project now. So you would have.
It's almost
Alleged
bad.
morgue. You didn't even Come on.
I put in cameras on the tables they did experiments on, where they would or autopsies and things at IU Medical School across the street when I was an integrator, and there was a bucket in the fridge that said Brian's brains on it, next to a meat slicer, and we could never figure out if the student was named Brian or the donor was named Brian. So
Wait, don't touch them. Those are mine.
Delicious. That's my lunch. Don't touch it.
Ugh.
All right. Well,
Jamie, we're staying with 3?
we're staying
Yeah,
with 3,
I'm
I
gonna
think.
stay with 3.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're coming to you, NC State, again here. What is the weirdest space you've integrated on campus into a classroom?
The bar has been set pretty high here.
If you say
I mean,
bar,
I'm
we're
going to
in.
come out here and and just go ahead and say that at this point. So now we're situational.
Yeah, you got to play the game. Let it come to you.
I mean, we have a place, a studio with a mannequin in it that we're that we're maybe going to convert to a classroom. That's about the best I can do on this one.
All right, you punted, buddy.
Man.
Oh.
Studio
Maybe.
is a studio with
Possibly. It's got a mannequin in it. It's the fashion
Is the
studio.
mannequin going to be part of the system?
I certainly hope so.
No.
You put a camera on a mannequin and sew the dress on.
2 cameras.
Goggles.
on that thing, and we're off to the races. Goggles. We're at the halftime, folks. Here we are. So
What's
it's
up?
8 to 10. So
Mark's
we are
providing
here.
the halftime show right now.
Yeah.
It's all going. Yeah, I mean,
The
I can
entertainment is here.
flip it over. We have a 2-year-old toddler over there going wild with an iPad and Legos. So it's fun stuff. But here, coming out of the half, we're getting ready. And since you deferred, sir, NC State, we're coming back to you. Justin,
Yeah.
get in here. Get a question, buddy.
All right. So, what's the worst decision that you've made that actually was a good decision that turned out to be like, oh, this actually worked out? Whether you knew it was a bad decision at the time when you were making it, and then also for the extra point or 2 point, you got to kind of explain why you knew it was a bad decision or why you didn't know it was a bad decision.
It's like a job interview question.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's
With numbers.
Start our clock.
with
Kick us
the
off.
date and time. No, it's
date.
bad decisions.
3rd of September, 1998. No.
Wow. I thought you were going somewhere with that.
I was like, wow.
Remember the day.
No. Wow. Worst decision that ended up working out.
It is a tough question.
You're in the headlights here.
Yeah, because you have to admit that you thought it was a failure. That sucks.
And you can think it's a failure like halfway through it. It then you're like,
See, I figured Notre Dame is going to have more of these than Brandon because Notre Dame could just throw money at their mistakes and it goes away. Whereas Brandon does the research ahead of time and it's like trying to alleviate mistakes that cost money. So it's
Well, see, all of NC State went to your class, so they're all very intelligent. They know exactly what's going to happen every single time. They apply everything in the exact standards format, so they just don't make mistakes.
Well, the motto is think and do. So, we gotta do our due diligence here.
Oh, come on. You wasted money on something. We know you did.
We all have.
Y'all didn't do anything
Air
stupid
media?
during COVID?
Oh man, it's like on the
Come
tip
on.
of my tongue.
Clocks. Play clock's gonna go down here.
Are we punting? Is he punting?
I think he's bunting.
I think he's been sacked.
Man,
Brandon's
Yeah.
like,
Drawing a
I've
blank
never
here.
made a bad decision. So he's going to punt.
Hey,
It's a-
if as
Raul says,
correct
yes.
answers HG3.
That's a good one, Raul. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
His next one is hosting this damn conference. Oh my god,
He's about to make the worst decision of his life.
it's gonna work out, man. Trust me, it's gonna work out. All right, Tim.
All right, yeah,
Worst
Tim, what do you got?
decision you
Worst
ever
decision.
made that turned out good.
You know, he went first, and I've had all this time, and
Yeah. And you have all this money.
I'm just trying to think
Just-
of
just
something that over
jealous.
the years that has gone so poorly.
Huh?
I don't know. I think, like Brandon said, you know, we kind of think things through, and to not
Or the
be,
client doesn't even have to know about it. Like you thought maybe something was going to go one way and you're like, oh shit. And then it ended up working out and the client's like happy with it. And you're like, okay, well, that kind of played
I've
out
had to do like
well.
heavy duty programming around a device that ended up not working the way the manufacturer said it would.
Because you
client
picked it
has
out and
no
you're like,
idea.
oh, God.
Yeah.
But see, Brandon would have tested
Larry, that was that
and it
Dell,
wouldn't have been
wasn't
in Larry's
That was the
position.
Dell, the Dell that
Yeah.
just does not work the way it should.
Dell monitor with
that's-
6 different levels.
All right, final ansor.
I think I'm going to have to just punt here.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
First time we've had a
can't-
scoreless quarter
I
in
can't
play
come up
here,
with
so
anything that was
it's
so
a real
poor
defensive game here,
that
gents.
I'd call it a fail.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it was like it'd be like a decision that you thought
I can
this
think
is
of
not
3
gonna
things
go.
last week that fits that category that I did.
I mean, I've opened up some Crestron software programs that I thought were a
Well, there's
disaster,
one right
and
there.
a
No, I'm just
mistake.
joking. That was a joke.
That's all you had to say was
That was a joke. Crestron, don't call us and email us.
All right, going into the fourth quarter here. This is still anybody's game. It's anybody's game. So we're going to try to get through at least 7 of these questions, and I always get a bunch of shit for trying to claim that. So to kick us off, these are rapid fire. First thing that comes to your mind on the answer is the answer. You do not have more than like 10 seconds to think about an answer on this.
it's a point. You either get it or you don't.
Either you
That's
get it
why
or you
there's
don't.
7. You either get
So-
it or you don't.
And so, Jamie, you want to kick us off, or Chris, you want to kick us off? Let's get us going.
Have Jamie go while I'm setting up stuff.
All right,
here.
Jamie, get ready, and it's coming to you, buddy. Get us the first question.
Since we've already started ragging on him, control system of choice. Brandon,
Crestron.
Tim,
Crestron.
Larry, score him. I'm not going to be fair.
I'm a Crestron fanboy, so I'll give him a point.
1 point each. Okay.
Hurts.
I know.
Hurts my soul. Larry, next question.
Okay, does your team integrate, support, or both?
Support.
Both.
Both.
Tim gets 1.
Boy. Yeah. How many rooms do you guys support?
I knew you were going to ask that, and I even tried to look it up, and it's like right around 100.
Not 100. We're highly specialized. 10 spaces.
10? Wow.
Score, Jamie.
Specialized.
just
They're
your
both
group?
going for the under here, so let's go.
Golf
I
score.
figured since they're starting to merge that his number would be bigger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them both 1 because
Both 1 point. Okay.
supporting's tough, man. It doesn't matter if it's 10 or 100. You still gotta go make sure it works.
Chris, we're gonna come to your question here. Ready?
Yep, I got it.
Okay, go.
Zip ties or Velcro?
Oh,
To me?
Probably Velcro mostly, but I do still believe there's places for zip ties.
Brandon?
Very same answer. Velcro, preferably. Zip ties only when absolutely.
You know, there's a new player in the game. It's called like bungee cords. I've been told
Yeah.
that from early
and
on
electrical
today.
tape.
And
You
electrical
have to have
tape.
electrical tape to tape the bungee cord to the thing, and
Wait, what?
every time.
This is a
All
real
right,
thing?
so this is it. I will give you an extra point. You all both get a point for that answer because you're right.
That's a right answer.
You get an extra point if do you flush cut or angle cut your zip ties to keep people out of your Zirac?
I flush cut. I still have
Angle
a
cut's the
scratch
correct
from the
answer.
other day.
That's
Both of you are choosing flush. Man,
Those are
we
wrong
went
answers.
through the rules of this game prior to
You
starting.
angle cut for security.
Angle cut is
Then
security
you know who's
preference.
been in there.
Yeah,
you're
they
like-
have bloody marks all over their arm. You can tell who
The
was the last one.
smart butt student who's reaching through, like, haha, get your hand out of there, you little knucklehead.
All right, we
All
got
right.
time for like 1 or 2 more questions. I'm going to throw it out
Well,
there.
how many have we done?
Enough, but we got more. So here we go.
Okay.
Do Macs work on your campus, or do you have HDCP turned off?
It's so stupid question, man. The question doesn't even make any
I'm
sense.
going to say
it does.
yes, because it depends on where you're at. The more
What?
public spaces have it turned on, the more private spaces don't.
Brandon,
Okay.
what do you have to say about
Yes.
that? Just yes.
Unequivocally, yes. I like that.
I'll give Brandon one. I'm not certain about
Tim's, I've got questions for Tim on that, but that's for another day.
One final question, Jamie. You want to get it in here?
which.
He's looking for a hard one.
No. I was trying to find.
Go to Justin's question at the bottom there.
Yeah. Which AV best practice do you violate continuously?
Like all your Avixis standards and
Got to be screen size.
oh, it's screen size. It's discus
it.
for you.
Yep.
Okay.
Why? Why is that?
Well, there's rooms that you can't put a projector in, so all you can put in is a 98-inch monitor. So you're stuck, right?
Good answer.
Even our auditorium, we just put in a 330-inch LED wall, so that's plenty big. It looks great.
I'm sure it does, Mr. Moneybags. Why don't you brag a little bit more about it?
Love it.
Brandon.
Probably in terms of game structure, Pagnac, because if it sounds good, it is good.
Oh,
There
that's
we
a
go.
good one.
I'll give them both one. Do it.
Yep, I like it.
Do it.
Well,
It's good
2-point
enough,
game.
right? Good
2-point
enough.
game.
Move on.
That's the
Okay.
SAR method.
yes, they are. Yep. Yeah, that is the end of 4 quarters here, gents. We've gotten there. Unless
Wait,
somebody
a
wants to throw out
2-point
some
game?
double or nothing question here. So it's we're at the end of it. We've made it. Just barely.
15 to
So-
13.
Well, the spread was Notre Dame minus 3.5, so NC State covered at least.
Yeah, there you go. So our resident sports betting expert.
Have we looked up how successful we are?
It's not a good stat. I have like
boy.
every week I go and look
when
to see
you
how
guys-
it turned out.
I forgot to tell you this. So when you guys were starting to say, "Yeah, we've been on the money and all that,"
Yeah.
I said,
We are
"Okay, well, I'm going to
defeated."
start." I started like following that, and I was like, "I'll put $1 on it," and I've lost everything since.
So,
every time
Brandon's
I
going to
bet-
be celebrating this week.
Well, I haven't placed my bet yet, so
To the point, the 2
What is
weeks
the
where we
spread?
couldn't get the actual teams on, and we had 2 separate teams that weren't actually playing,
We
they
still
both
have the
lost.
Spread, though.
and I've lost.
No, they both
games.
lost. Like
I
even on
lost
those
$2. I lost $2 that weekend.
rough business. So, well,
Oh, man.
final score: NC State 13, Notre Dame 15. Gents, it's been amazing having you guys on here. If folks want to get a hold of you, Brandon, what's the best way to get a hold of you and learn more about your frugality-ishness, whatever it may be?
Oh yeah. So my email address is quite simple: Brandon Pope at ncsu.edu, and I'm also on LinkedIn at the same place.
Tim, if folks have a mountain of money in their pocket, they need to learn how to get rid of it in an efficient manner. What's the best way they can go about calling you to talk about options?
Same thing, email tcichos@nd.edu.
Awesome. Well, been a pleasure having
All
you
right.
guys on here today, guys.
I think
Chris?
I'm going to take
Thanks.
NC State plus 7.5. We're going to see if
We gonna
Notre
go for
Dame
it?
covers
Wow.
now.
Jeez. All right.
Lose the whole
Live
paycheck on
betting.
this.
Live, that's what the line is: 7.5. You know.
And for
we'll
those of you
see.
watching the stream or questioning, the game's not this weekend; it's next weekend. We're trying
Next.
to do this a week ahead of
Yeah.
time to get us time to publish, so it's a whole thing. Ignore it. Pay any attention to it.
All right, Chris, take us out of here, man.
All right. Well, we're going to roll out. Gentlemen, we'll see you in Raleigh in a week and a half, I think, right? Week and a half.
Right around the corner.
Check out ETC.
Coming up.
Coming up
Be
quick.
there.
ETC conference. We'll be there. All right. Jamie, we're rolling out. This has been the AV SuperFriends Weekly Rivalry. And guess what, sports fans? We want you on the show. Got a big game coming up at your school? Maybe it's a local rivalry, a state showdown, or even one of those national grudge matches that splits households in half. If you've got the school pride, the technical chops, and just enough trash talk to back it up, we want to hear from you. Reach out to the AV SuperFriends and let us know your campus, your matchup, and why your AV and IT team deserves a spotlight. Whether it's cables versus connectors, servers versus switches, or just plain bragging rights, we'll put your rivalry on the big stage. So step up, call your shot, and maybe you'll be the next feature on the AV SuperFriends Weekly Rivalry.
Well, we've managed to ruin yet another episode of AV SuperFriends Off the Rails. You can contact us with questions, topic ideas, or general complaints at mailbag@avsuperfriends.com. If you complain loud enough, we might just invite you on the show.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.
The opinions expressed by the AV SuperFriends are solely those of the individuals and do not represent their respective institutions, organizations, companies, or clients.